Hey, pretty soon. Okay, look. It'll probably already be running by the time I post the video, but yeah, so actually from this day right now, it should only be like 2 or 3 days until she's running. But I don't know if I'm gonna post it as soon as it's running. So let's get to the video, boys. You got me. All right, boys. So pretty close to being done. We got the headers put back in, and the transmission line ran. I put in a new slave cylinder and master cylinder, and then we had to use the original bracket for the transmission line, and I cut a little piece off of the back of that because the original went right here, and we ended up mounting it right there so it doesn't come in contact with the header. And then we're about to put, this is the shifter right here, and there's just a nut that goes in there, so we're about to bolt that back up together, and then we're gonna do the drive shaft. And right after the drive shaft is when we will start putting the exhaust onto the car. So it's looking good, boys. I think that's kind of pretty much all we have for down here. And then once all that's done, we're gonna do the radiator support, the throttle bodies on, the intakes, and then we'll put the oil cooler, which should be right here somewhere. And then what else? My oil catch can, which will probably mount somewhere right here. And then besides that, all I need is I need to get a couple of silicone hoses for my oil catch can. I need to get a treated hose for this master cylinder that's gonna go to the little container that sits right here. And then that's pretty much it, besides fluids, running all through it, making sure everything's tightened up and looking good. And then throw the battery in and start her up, you know? So that's where we're sitting at right now, and hopefully we get her done this coming week, and she'll be eaten by the weekend, boys. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I'm excited. This thing, though, game changer right here. This. So that's the Ecotech OBD2 Bluetooth, whatever, and basically I'll be able to data log all the information from the car on this. It'll run my gauge cluster, so any and every gauge that I want or could run, I'll actually have on my screen. I don't have the screen in there right now, but pretty soon I'll charge that up and get it ready. But all the gauge clusters will be up here. I'll be able to tweak the maps to my tune from the screen using this, and I'll also be able to choose which map I want to run at that time from that screen as well. So yeah, once all this is done, I'll probably be driving it for, you know, a week or two maybe, and then I'll schedule a tune to get her tuned. But I want to make sure that it's running well, and I want to get some data logs in before I get it tuned, because I'm doing a remote tune. I'm not going to go dyno tune it this time. I might have done a dyno tune if it was boosted, but it's not. So that's the plan for now, boys. But she's finally lived up to her name. For a long time, that sticker didn't mean nothing, but she finally broke down, so living up to it. I'm gonna get her all fixed up. There's the old motor. You know what I'm saying, boys? The old motor. A lot of the old parts, the old headers, and some of the parts that I still need to throw in it. Here's the oil cooler. The rest is in the box. I'm not showing you all that yet, but yeah. So basically all we've done right now is there's solid engine mounts, solid transmission mounts. We put the long tube headers on. We got a oil pan spacer right here. What else has been done to it? I mean, just little stupid hoses. Probably forgetting something, but that's all I can remember for right now. So, yes, sir. Exciting stuff, fun stuff, you know? Yeah. Taking out the air boxes. If you want some nice air filters, they're in there, but that's what we're going with. We're gonna get the 3-inch long tube intakes, the admin intakes. So yeah, exciting. It's coming together. There it is. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, we're in.
There's the ratchet.
Thank you. Oh no, wrong way. Just snug or what? Good? Okay. Yes, sir. We got the drive shaft in.
Drive shaft in, shifter's hooked up. All we got to do, all your training wires are hooked up here that are in the way. That's crazy though on your fucking O2s. I hate that. I don't like that. No, the way they got to run them. I guess they run right beside each other.
Yeah.
Because you got 4.
I mean, it is weird. Like, I don't know why.
Usually you have one at least
a foot apart.
Right. But I mean, you're not running cats, so it really don't matter.
That's just the way it is.
So,
well, it's all right.
Pop the old tape off.
Yep.
Might not have enough power to start.
And throw an exhaust on or what? Goodness. Ooh, y'all see those Megan Racing control arms right there, boys? Ooh, look at them. Which one did I think this is the CV shaft that I snapped. It looks a little newer than that one, so. I should probably write something on my CV shaft and say good luck or something. You know? Mm-hmm. With Sharpie on there. Yeah, might have to. But we're getting there. So, I didn't even think about doing an intro to the video. But, I'm gonna give you a little background on what had happened, what I'm going through, what I had to do. So, a while back, I have no clue, like, what happened. But somehow, I didn't have any oil at all. and raced a freaking Mustang. And by the time I was pulling up home, I won the race, by the way. But by the time I was pulling up to the house, I heard something funny, and I was like, what is that? So I turned down my music, and I found out that I had a little bit of a knock. And so I just parked her up, didn't drive her for a while, and then eventually we pretty much diagnosed it that it's a lifter. Well, not the lifter. I warped a rod bearing. So once I figured that out, went through all types of things on what I should do. I didn't know if I was gonna rebuild the motor, just build it up. I didn't know if I was just gonna buy a new motor, blah blah. So turns out that I ended up finding a motor off of Facebook Marketplace. It seemed like a very good motor, seemed like a pretty good deal. It had a couple of things already on it, like the oil pan spacer was on it. It had the 6-puck upgraded racing clutch, and just like some Z1 hoses and stuff. But so I ended up buying that, and then throughout this whole process, there was a lot that happened. I got a motorcycle, got in a wreck. A young girl hit me on the bike, totaled the bike. Went through a period where I didn't have no money, so I actually, a while back, had a supercharger. I had the still-in supercharger with the Soho Motorsports air-to-air kit with it, and I also had a airlift kit. I was gonna bag it, but push came to shove, and I ended up just selling it so I could survive, so I could get surgery and all that good stuff. But it all worked out, and got the motor, tried to situate money things, parts, all this stuff, and it's finally coming together. So I've helped install the motor. One of my buddies, his dad's been helping me do a ton, so shout out to Gary, because he is a lifesaver. He's helped me out so much, because he's actually the brains behind it. I'm learning as I go, but that was the deal. And since then, I've gotten a lot of parts, just kind of trying to restart the build, and I've kind of decided that I'm not going to rush the build. Eventually, I do want to go forced induction. I'm still thinking supercharger. And it is like, it's kind of a bum that I did sell all that, but I had to do what I had to do, so it's fine. I'm not even tripping about it. I actually have decided I just want to take this build slow, enjoy the process, treat my baby Z a little better than I have in the past, and just really take it as it comes. So this is the introduction, and I'm gonna show y'all kind of the stages I'm at right now. I'm sorry I didn't record any of the actual motor swap or any of that. It's been a lot to deal with lately, but I will post as much of it as I can. And then once it's back and running, I do plan on making videos and stuff like that. But like I said, it is what it is, and this is all I got. So let's get to the video, boys. Ooh.